Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your guide Elena from Ukraine. And in this video, I'd like to say something like that is important for today in Ukraine. Today is a special day. The 18th of May is the day of remembrance of victims of genocide against Crimean Tatars. These people, they are the native population of Crimea Peninsula that is now occupied by Russians. So probably you've heard about Crimea. So in 18th century, like 98% of local population were Crimean Tatars. And it was like this till Russia invaded and occupied the territory. Hello everyone. Hello Stephen, Charlie. Hi. Very nice to meet you. So today we have a Remembrance Day in Ukraine when we remember the deportation of Crimean Tatars that happened already in the Soviet Union in 1944. In 3 days, 191,000 people, Crimean Tatars, were just by force deported from Ukraine. How was it possible to do? Just people, armed Soviet soldiers, were visiting the houses of Crimean Tatars with the weapons, and they said to local people, so you have 15 minutes, you have to grab your belongings and leave. And these people, they were taken to the trains, to the railway stations, to cargo trains. They were put into wagons. Yes, exactly like Nazi Germany did. Yes, and they were putting these people into the wagons and deported to the remote parts of Russia. Stalin, the leader of the Soviet Union, he ordered this deportation. Of course, this was a very bad crime. In 3 days, again, more than 190,000 people were deported like this. The Stalin and the Soviet regime called it detatarization of Crimea. People were deported to the remote parts of Russia. Over there, they were assimilated with the local population if they survived. But officially, thousands of people died immediately, and dozens of thousands of people died soon because of very bad conditions for living. Unofficial numbers that is given by Crimean Tatars, they say that almost 500,000 people were deported like this. Looks like I'm not the only who is telling you this story. This is one of many crimes that were committed by the Soviet regime. Independent Ukraine recognized this as a genocide of Crimean Tatars people. As well, Latvia, Lithuania, and Canada, these countries recognized it as a genocide too. And you see something similar. We witness right now what Russia is doing. They were providing Russification of Crimean Peninsula. When Crimean Tatars were resettled by force to the other remote places of Russia. Instead, those lands and houses, they were given, guess whom? To Russians. Yeah, so people from Russia were given, provided the land. This is why Crimea is so pro-Russian right now. So this is just one of the elements of the very long-lasting policy of Russification of Crimea. Yeah, and the same basically, it's not the only case that was done on the territory of Ukraine. Yeah, the same, they deported many other people too. Joan, thank you for your compliment that I should teach history. Unfortunately, I don't know it that much. I'm not a historian, but, kind of my profession before the war was a tour guide. So my profession is, I hope, will be, I hope, to explain people in simple words something, something that is complicated. You could teach a Chernobyl class. Oh yes, Chernobyl. This is something that I know most of all because that was my main working place, Chernobyl exclusion zone. And on my channel you can find a lot of videos about Chernobyl. Hopefully this war will be over soon and Russia will be defeated. Ukraine will come back to normal life and tourists will come back to Ukraine again, and I will be able to take you to the Chernobyl exclusion zone as your tour guide. For this I need my husband to come back home and to take care of my children, our children. Yeah, but so far my husband is in the army and I stay with 3 kids. And in the description of this video, by the way, I just put a link on the Wikipedia article about deportation of Crimean Tatars. So if you want to know more, you can Google it, deportation of Crimean Tatars, and you will find a lot of information about this. Yes, and Wikipedia is the easiest way where you can find it. I read the article and I find it pretty informative. Yes, it's not huge, but it's enough to understand the situation about Crimea. Charlie, thank you for idea. Yes, please press the like button. That will be nice. Sorry for being silent for quite a long time, for a couple of days, I guess. I'm trying to cope with these 3 kids. Darina, today, her second tooth arrived. Darina, show us your teeth, please. Baby. Okay, she doesn't want. No, she doesn't want. So now she has 2 teeth. They are here, down here, 2 teeth. Katya says hello. Yes, Katya. Заспевай, Стефанія.
Стефанія, мамо, Стефанія, розцвітає поле, а вона сивіє. Заспівай мені, мамо, колискову, хочу ще почути твоє рідне слово. Лолі, 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 гей, Стефанія, мамо, Стефанія, розцвітає поле, а вона сивіє. Заспівай мені, мамо, колискову, хочу ще почути твоє рідне слово. Лолі, 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 гей.
Thank you, Katya. Дякую. You know this song, right? We are still full of enthusiasm about that Ukraine win Eurovision recently. We all skip singing Stefania all the time. Тарас, заспіваєш Калину? Або Стефанію?
Ні, я заспіваю поле.
Ну давай. Тарас.
Гей, у полі.
Гей, у лузі.
Гей, у полі.
Ну давай, гей, у полі.
Гей, у полі, я рию пшениці, цілий гармедрон. А ми тую, і я рию пшеницю і зберемо, а ми нашу славну Україну, і гей, розвеселимо.
As you can see, it's always fun. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Come on. Here we are back here.
Come on.
What? I'm never bored. I always have things to do.
Come on.
Right now we are back in the shelter. Still we are sleeping in the shelter. Ну все. Чекайте, я розкажу, а потім вам приділю увагу, добре? So in the daytime we've been at home. Darina.
Я від носом не зарився все.
It's becoming more complicated to vlog, you see? Now they take part. Now they participate. So what I was trying to say is that life in Kiev is following. You know, we have everything available, but we have almost no fuel, very long queues for fuel here. But I guess everything else is available. The capital lives normal life, but still we have all the time some air raid sirens on. Like right now, for example, it started like 2.5 hours ago and it's still on. And we see that all of Ukraine is under possible air attack. People are told to hide in the shelter. But my family, me and my children, we are one of very few people here in Ukraine, in Kiev, who are basically hiding. All the others, you know, like I asked them, like, what do you do when you hear this alarm? They say, well, I cross myself and just wait what happens next. Hoping that there will be no air attack. This is something very, very typical for our Ukrainian mentality. Тарас, дай Даринці цю штуку. Будь ласка. Give it to me, give it to me. Ага, окей. Тарас, you silly. Тарас, ти балуйся. Тобі вже кажуть ці підписники не балуватись.
В смислі?
Вони ж все бачать.
А як вони дивляться?
Ось зараз вони дивляться. Ну все, будь ласка, щоб мені не було соромно. Іди там, ще в тебе є трохи хвилин погратися. Іди. I'm reading your messages. Kiev air defense. Yeah, Kiev air defense is strong, but you know, like it can protect from airplanes and helicopters, and it kind of can try to protect from the missiles, but not all of the missiles are possible to spot and hit. And even if these missiles are hit, you know, the parts of the missiles, they can fall on residential areas, for example, and hurt people. This is the problem. Yeah, but looks like right now they are concentrated more on hitting really now some critical infrastructure places, some military infrastructure, and they are trying to hit the foreign military help, foreign weapons that we need so much, you know, to hit back. Of course, I'm very much worried for my husband because obviously he's in a place that belongs to military, so he is like in more danger. And well, I'm not allowed to tell where exactly he is, just wanted to let you know that he is fine and we keep in touch. And he will be fine, I'm sure. But of course I'm worried. Yeah, Darina is trying to talk hard. And like she puts into her mouth everything, just everything she finds. She didn't like this. Okay, maybe this. But the thing is, she doesn't like toys. She likes, you know, something like keys or not her toys, something that belongs to adults. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, wow. How do I spell her name? Darina. Darina. Well, I write it as Daryna. She has another birthday already next week. Yes, unbelievable. In just a week, she will be 7 months old. And Joanne, you remember? I doubt if Sergei, my husband, remembers the day, but you remember. This is sweet. Well, always works. So far, this always works. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope that my husband can watch my videos too, but maybe without the muted videos. You're seeking a new job since your last one is over. Well, the thing is that I'm on maternity leave right now anyway with Darina. And another thing that this YouTube channel is now like, this is the source of my income, and this is my main work. So I take it as my work. And indeed, thank you very much that you support this channel. Thank you very much for those of you who subscribe my Patreon page. And you know, there is a website, Buy Me a Coffee, and my PayPal. Thank you very much for your support. How am I feeling? I'm worried for my husband most of all right now, to be honest. It's like I do not feel that much of danger, you know, directly on me, but I feel like direct danger on my husband. And this is why I'm worried most of all about my husband, about the father of my children. However, I understand his decision to stay in the army so far, because our army needs strong men, strong people, and he is strong. And he wants his children to live in a free country and to be free people. In the end, he is doing this for us, for me, and for our children. We just hope that he will come back home, and this will happen soon. What else? We all are following the news regarding what's happening right now in Mariupol with our defenders. We keep fingers crossed. The guys, like Kiev authorities, who are like Ukrainian authorities, who are in negotiations with Russian side regarding Mariupol, they ask not to comment anything about Mariupol. So we are just crossing our fingers and hope that our Mariupol defenders, those heroes, will be free soon, and that they will be on Ukrainian territory soon, or on the territory of a third country, that they will not be tortured, killed, or humiliated. Like this. I see we have a couple of trolls. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, okay. Very soon it will be time for us to go to sleep. Brush your teeth. Yes, Katy? Yes. Brush your teeth, wash your face, and go to sleep. Will you be on CNN again soon? I don't think so, because nothing special is happening to me and my family. So it's not, you know, very interesting right now to follow our story. I mean, when there was a column of Russian tanks heading towards Kiev and they were very close to our neighborhood, that was interesting to see, exciting. But now like, I was a journalist. I know it's not big news, so I cannot share anything special. And I'm not a military expert or some kind of expert at all. I'm just a woman. And there is not much that I can share right now. I wish you could see my cat when Katya does that. Is your cat scared? Катя, ти лякаєш якогось котика таким шипінням, уявляєш? Якогось. Yeah, that's good that you have news reports on Ukraine every hour. This is very important, you know, to to keep following the news and be interested in what's happening right now, because my big concern is that this may become no, ми його не бачимо. A frozen conflict, yes, that will last for long. We don't want it to last for long. We want to come back to normal life as fast as possible, as soon as possible, because living in a country at war is pretty stressful, I must tell you, especially if you have 3 children and your husband is in the army. So I want the war to end, Russia to be defeated as soon as possible.
Putin to die. Peace. Putin piece of shit. Putin the piece of shit.
Not scared but curious. Your cat is curious. That's good. Okay. Все, Тарасинчик, скажи пока-пока. Darina, say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys. It was pleasure to talk to you. Yeah, this is
Мама, що
fun.
таке сунес?
Okay.
Що таке сунес спосіб?
Якомога скоріше. Much love to you too, guys. Thank you. Don't forget to press the like button. Do it for me, please. Yes, and in the description of this video, there is a link to Wikipedia article about deportation of Crimean Tatars. Yeah, this is something that I'd like you to know about. Okay, goodbye.